out here, especially Diddy. So I don't know if you've been looking like, but it's so crazy because now it's like every few minutes somebody walking out the courtroom and making an Instagram video or posting transcripts about the freak offs that's been going on. So if y'all not, I'm pretty sure y'all aware, but Puff and Cassie on the stand right now. She 8 months pregnant. And she talking about basically they asking her about the freak offs and what you now we ain't got to go into detail about the what exactly was happening in the freak offs because I feel like the team is trying to paint the picture of Puff being this basically they're trying to taint the jury and like try him in the court of public opinion.
He's just a freaky man.
Yeah, he beyond freaky. He gross. He gross. Puff is just gross.
Yeah. What I'm getting out of it is at the end of the day, he gonna look guilty. But from the last day in court, it seemed like the female lawyer was really grilling Cassie and getting her caught up in her words. And, you know, she claimed that she was forced to do all of this, but then there's a lot of text messages where she's saying like, I love the freak offs and like I'm ready to get one off. Like,
hey, they was said they what was it for 4 days straight? They was at it, man.
Yeah, they said they was drugged up. And you know, don't get me wrong. We all seen the video of Puff and Cassie. So we know Diddy a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But this whole trafficking thing, like, it's weird because
I don't understand how he in a one-man RICO.
Right. Everybody's flying OF chicks out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like that's the crazy thing. Like, how are you in a one-man RICO? It don't make sense. I don't understand. Like, who else is you grabbing? Or he ain't grabbed nobody. Well, and then they got him for sex trafficking too, which I mean, I guess that's gonna come into play because they sat in the stage talking about him getting the different sex workers and all that.
I feel like they trying to play this to the public where it's like, we know if you raided his homes, you got tapes of mad people.
Yeah.
But they don't want to release the tapes. So they like, let's just keep this all about Diddy and Cassie.
Yeah.
That's why they bringing the video up. Because he already settled with her about the domestic stuff. So like bringing that video up is really just to make him look even worse.
Yeah, they trying to get him out of here in public opinion. Yeah. But my thing is, and this the overall lesson that they should be learning or people should be talking about is, and and as I was thinking about this when I was coming here for the pod, I had kind of put the pieces together. But let me just start here first. Cassie was with Ryan Leslie.
Yeah.
He got her around Diddy in the studio and she chose up. She chose up. That's real. You bring your girl around some boss niggas and they showing that you ain't the, cause like in your circle you the man, cause you the most bossed up nigga they done ever seen. Right. And then you bring them into around some more bossed up niggas. You know he dancing in the corner. Like he over there. So she chose up.
Diddy was taking Leslie shopping. He was like, you wanna go shopping?
Yeah. So he was buying. He was like, you ain't never been here before, how you? Like, shoot, see, when you get a little membership card when you come here, you know what I'm saying?
You'll definitely lose your bitch if you let another nigga take you and your girl shopping.
First of all, we not doing that. You're not even showing me around. We gonna get lost. We getting lost. We not out. You good. You can get some recommendations.
Where was you at?
First of all, you giving me recommendations without her here. Right. You're not giving us recommendations because if worst thing you could do in any situation is be the little bro in front of your girl. Like, you cannot be the little man's at any time. You cannot let a nigga big
not
bro
to
you,
no other nigga. Maybe
put his
your
arm
family
around you or none of that shit. And then, like, especially if he got the intentions, if he moving where a big bank to take little bank, and I can take your girl. So she chose up, and he can do more. He could have did more for her career. Like, don't get me wrong, Ryan Leslie was cooking
the guy,
up.
Yeah,
everybody seen that video when he get loose on the keyboard.
He
but like,
definitely at the pinnacle.
Yeah, but like Puff is a different animal. He can definitely put you where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? So she chose up.
Way more doors.
The problem is the nigga she chose up to is a sick ass nigga, and this is what I was thinking before. Is like, that's the lesson people need to be pushing. It's because you chose up. It's not blaming her for what happened to her because she can't predict what type of time he on.
Right.
But a lot of these songs and a lot of on social media, they push and get flown out. Go get cuffed by this rich nigga. And I feel like it's a rich nigga behind them because you already know Puff was dating from the City Girls that was pushing that. And it's a rich nigga behind them basically advertising to the next chicks that he want to, you know what I'm saying, groom into their little situation. So it's like you with a nigga who ain't got nobody to tell him no. He got money. He got power in the industry you trying to be in.
Right.
He got control over everything you do.
Well,
so
the way I was looking at it is like you said, nobody's trying to blame Cassie. But we got to remember that all parties involved in this were grown when they chose to do all of this. And I think a lot of times people regret stuff after the fact. Like, yeah, she was 19. Diddy was way older. That is a little weird. But she's still old enough to make decisions. She old enough to buy cigarettes. She can't drink, though. But, like, she old enough to make some life choices.
I hear that.
And when you get with a nigga with money, it's like, it's all fun in at first. It's like, oh, he taking me here. We buying this. We shopping. We doing this. Da-da-da. We live in the big houses. We got the cars. And then he like, let's bring somebody else in. And you like, all right, cool. Like, I'm trying to keep him happy. Once you get involved in all that stuff, it's kind of hard for you to try to come back and be like, oh shit, now that I'm 30-something, I regret doing all of that.
I give you
and
that.
It's like you played a part in it at some point.
Yeah, I give you that. But this the only thing I take away from what you saying is the fact that he's so powerful. He got control over, it's not like a regular rich dude where if you leave him, you just go back to your regular life.
Yeah.
You got aspirations of being in the music industry.
Right.
So he can block every move.
Yeah.
So now it's not only financial dependency, but she got career dependency.
Yeah.
And he was putting his hands on her too. Because like if you read one of her, what she was saying, like doing one of the freak offs, if she didn't do it right or didn't get the baby on, he was going to put hands on it. And that's like, this is why I was like, oh, that's all I was saying about Cassie. She chose up. But everything... Even if is it fair that he in a one-man RICO legal wise? No. If people want to say it's because he started trying to go against the people that own Ciroc or whatever the case may be, that may be true. But you deserve everything that's happening to you because you was a sick ass nigga. It's like, why do you need to be so extreme in these situations? It's like, I just thought the shiny suits was just some tacky stuff. He like you to be shiny all the time. Like baby oil get in there and like glaze up. Like
that's one of the part of the trials I don't understand is his obsession with baby oil and lube and stuff. And I'm like,
he want to wrangle a
motherfucker.
Like
he trying to have one of them slip and slides. He got a pool full of baby oil in the room.
Get in
talking
there
about
and
wrestle.
Yeah, and then what was the name of the escorts? They had weird names and stuff like that.
Odie.
Yeah, like
Well, that's what started it all. That dude Odie got caught up tweaking at the Trump Tower. And once he got bagged up, the first thing he did, he was like, I was a slave. That's what that was the first thing he was like, I was a slave to that nigga.
I would be off too because it's like you already sex working and then two, you get to the ultimate eyes wide shut. That's like, I feel like what Diddy was doing is like 3 steps below eyes wide shut parties. Like, it's not no spiritual demonic stuff involved, but and it's not like poop and none of that.
Listen.
But it's pee. And what is the obsession with these niggas and peeing on people? And it's not like it don't even, I can understand.
But I think when it comes to kinks, it's hard to understand when you're not in it. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand the peeing stuff. I don't understand when people like to dress up like animals. Like, I
don't understand feet.
People got like,
I don't understand that.
It's like a psychological thing.
Yeah,
it's like a power thing too. Like, I think the peeing thing is a power thing where it's like I just got power over you to do this.
This isn't, we not making fun of nobody, so please. But part of it was like one of the sex workers just started peeing, and Diddy like, hold up, bro, like. Sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle. Sugar,
your stream too strong.
Yeah, he
said, you just ate asparagus.
40 water.
I don't know, man.
But this is not a laughing matter.
Yeah, Diddy just.
He's sick. And then he was
he on some Shannon Sharp shit too, where it's just like, you too old for this shit, my nigga.
Yeah, and then it's like, you deserve everything that's happening to you because why is you so physically violent and adamant about all of this stuff going on?
Well,
but on the back
in the trial, they tried to say, their lawyers are trying to say, well, Cassie, you already said that y'all was drugged up for days on end.
Yeah.
supposedly Diddy confessed to Cassie that he was addicted to opioids and he was
got
trying to get off.
But then she asked him what he was really addicted to. He said success. That's a cold response.
Yeah.
But we can't give you no props because you a sick ass nigga. Like
they trying to make it seem like he only hit her because he was coming off the drugs and having like withdrawals.
But that's a counter because he violent anyway because he blew up Kid Cudi car. Then they were saying they had hella guns around and he was going to pull up on
I
Suge.
think the defense is doing a good job at putting reasonable doubt in people.
He gonna lose. He's gonna lose.
I think he's still gonna lose.
Yeah.
But I think having a female lawyer, because I feel like if he had just all male lawyers, it's easy for it to look like the male lawyers just poking and prying at Cassie and kind of being like, dang, why you being so like unsensitive?
Yeah. But I feel like unless they got like some type of Trump card in their back pocket that show Cassie was like organizing like sex trafficking too or like recruiting people, he gonna lose because he lost when the video came out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people was calling him the devil for a long time before that anyway.
Yeah, they would, like you said, the smoking gun would be the defense has some type of footage showing that Cassie was setting this stuff up, you know. They already got her saying she was enjoying the freak offs.
Cause like everybody ain't gonna be messed up all the time.
Right.
Like she gonna be on some cause like and they
she was involved in it. So
she was and that was his girl off and on because even when she left and was with her man, he still was like, yeah, come on. But like
that's the question. How do the new husband feel?
He don't care. He care.
You sitting in the courtroom. Now, it's different if Cassie told him ahead of time.
You had to.
But did she tell him everything?
You gotta be
because she might be feeling like I can't tell you everything because it's gonna be like crazy.
That's gonna break you.
You might push you away. But now he's sitting in court and he like.
But you gotta remember,
they told me she had fucking warts and stuff in her mouth. And
he encouraged her to like he was standing by her to initially speak out.
Yeah.
So even what you hear, you got to be a strong man. You really got to love her.
Yeah.
Like whatever I'm hearing can't make me wilt. Or even if it do, you got to remember she was in some type of. That's like if
I think their relationship is built on other things than sex.
Even if it ain't, I'm
just saying a lot of people get in relationships built around sex.
Yeah.
And like you said, when it's built on sex, if you hear something like that, it's easy to be like, whoa, this is too much. I'm out. But like he was her trainer. She probably confided in him. He got to know her personally.
Fell in love with her.
Yeah, like on some of that.
Yeah, and wanted to save her. But at the same time, it's like you got to be strong and confident enough in yourself to where whatever your girl tell you. I'm just thinking about some shit I seen on 85 South where the nigga said he went through his girl's phone. He at first thought the nigga was holding a sweet potato. I'm like, bruh.
That's oh man.
You gotta be, but
your heart be hurt.
Of course. You gotta be confident and strong in yourself to know fuck all of that shit. I'm with her. And then it wasn't just no ex-boyfriend shit. He was controlling her. Like people don't know Puff behind the scenes to know how extensive his power goes as far as control and manipulation. Like, I didn't even think niggas blew up cars no more on the crime tip. I know, like, in wars, but I thought that shit stopped in the mob where, like, you check under your seat before you start your car. Biggie wasn't lying. What's beef? Beef is when you before you start your Jeep. Like, he knew Puff was talking about blowing niggas up. Like,
that's why Big was like, we riding in the same limo. Just in case. Gotta watch this guy.
Yeah, because he like to blow niggas up. So that already, and then they was deciphering Drake lyrics about Drake taking shots.
They said Drake was trying to get at Cassie.
Yeah. But all in all, I say this, I like the way Drake was talking to him because these niggas is not no slouches. Like, we look at Puff a certain way because he know how to present himself to the media. Yeah. But
I think this is an eye-opener, just showing everybody that all these people that people look up to and hold up in these high regards, that at the end of the day, they people just like us. They flawed just like us. And don't get it twisted. They might be involved in some shit that you'll be like, whoa.
But I'm just like, bro.
Because this is starting to trickle out to everybody now. I just seen something earlier today where they were talking about Jermaine Dupri and Bow Wow. They talking about how Orlando Brown might be telling the truth that Bow Wow got good pussy or something. That's crazy.
I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want to hear what Orlando Brown got to say.
They said JD is the king of this shit. Like,
who was saying this stuff?
It was in a video. I'm about to show it to you, man.
I don't want my algorithm to go.
Listen, that's my algorithm on YouTube.
Because you keep clicking on it.
It's fucked.
You can't stop because they get you with the thumbnail and the title.
Yeah, and I'm
then
like,
be a nigga you ain't heard from, like 8-Ball and MJG exposed. Like, what they do?
They've been quiet forever. They've been quiet forever.
And it be a picture that look intriguing. But I can't watch that shit. But like you saying, but I just know me. When I get a super bag, peeing on people is not the first thing that's gonna come to mind or the last thing. And like, none of this stuff is gonna get me to act weird. Like, what you gonna see is the norm. Like, and I feel like certain stuff you would know. You know people well enough to know if they get accused of something, what they guilty of.
Yeah.
If somebody say I'm messing with kids, that's not cam.
Yeah.
Tax evasion.
Like,
Check
nigga was trying
fraud.
to keep his money.
White collar crimes, yeah, that might be me. I might get caught for something like that. Like if I get accused of something like that, yeah. Getting into it with somebody, yeah.
But that's something you also would admit too. Like like Martha Stewart, she got bagged up. She did her time and came out and was still Martha. Like nobody cared.
Yeah, but like but these niggas be so sick. And then it's like, all right, if you're gonna be on some sick old time, like this how sick these niggas is like if I'm into some weird stuff and I got tapes and all of it, first of all, you want to document, so you sick on top of that. But I'm quiet. I'm not ruffling no feathers. Right. I'm paying people off. I'm nice to people. I'm shaking hands.
Well, I think that's what the video's for. It's on some Jeffrey Epstein shit. Where it's like,
but like I don't even want the evidence.
If you come to a party and we got fucking Molly's in a bowl like Skittles, and you get turned up and I catch you on camera doing some wild shit, now it's like, watch your mouth. Watch how you talk to me.
And
now you like, what the fuck?
That's just put you in a position now where niggas is like, I'm so desperate, I want to get rid of these tapes. Because there's so many powerful people, like they got Jeffrey Epstein packed up.
Yeah, they got it packed out.
Killed himself.
Soon as he came out, he said, I'm telling. I said, why would you say that? He gonna die.
Yeah.
And next thing you know,
even if you not telling,
they like the power went out.
What was I forgot what movie was it? They was like they was when they had all the, I think that was Casino or whatever. They was all in the old mafia dons was all at the table and they was like such and such. I know him. He's strong. He's not gonna rap. And the other dude was like, I take the chance. That's the type of stuff that you
just get him out of here, pack him out,
just in case.
And
like,
we don't have to worry about it.
I don't want to be involved in none of that stuff. And then they be trying to glamorize it to the girls to be like, oh, go get flown out. You crawling through pee and doo doo. That's what it is. Like,
I didn't see videos about that in Dubai and shit.
Yeah, like, bro, they not playing with you. You not coming over there with no rights.
And to be honest, y'all, ladies, for real, be careful, man, because
they don't want to hear that.
They was talking about some Russian chick went out there and they found her on the side of the road with a broken spine. Like they just like fucked her up and threw her on the side. But no, because it sounds crazy to think you just find a human on the side of the road with a broken spine.
They was like, oh yeah, she was with the nigga who just get off by
they
leg
They let the camel donkey kick her and then just left her like
nigga was leg dropping, elbow
that's
dropping.
That's why I'm like, you gotta be careful with this shit. They gonna send you out there. The bag ain't worth your morals. It ain't worth you getting pissed and shit on or how you eat and shit. Like, shorty, if it's all like that, like, just hit the job, work hard, become a STNA like the rest of these bitches.
Yeah, and that's not to say regular niggas don't be doing crazy shit too, because niggas be upset and crazy and angry. But I feel like all of this shit, bro, they have been highlighting street shit without street consequences for the longest times. Yeah. And people have been shouted down when they be trying to tell people like, hey, that ain't the move. Hey, you shouldn't do that. Right. Hey, no, you're such and such shame. Like, that's not it. You cannot highlight street shit and avoid the consequences. That's for men and women.
See, but I think that's going into that big topic like black fatigue.
Yeah.
I've been seeing all that.
I feel like and we gonna put that on pause for the next part, but like it's like they be talking about run off on a nigga with his money or get flown out, but you don't hear about the niggas getting mad and smoking a chick because she sold his money or going overseas in a whole nother country and now you under their rules and doing whatever they gotta say or niggas.
Or you just get over there and get stuck. Yeah. Or you ain't got no way back.
It sound good, but when has it ever been cool to promote running off on the plug? Yeah. Nigga, that is a guaranteed.
First of all,
way
we
to
all
get
know the
smoked.
plug murk niggas.
Yeah,
Like,
so you talking about, and you talking about some running off on the, you running where?
it sound good until they knocking at your door or they grabbing your peoples.
Yeah.
And now you like, oh, it wasn't even like that. And it's like,
I just
you
was,
can't
it
play
was a
with people
prank,
like
bro.
that.
Like,
Yeah.
nah, see, and it's the thing because they be highlighting street shit without telling you street shit consequences that come behind that.